we have another pretty good weapon on the playoffs or wars. Because playoffs can have using 7 roster.
Yeah.
So whenever we are behind or we need to shake it up, we can have subbing in like 2 different players.
Well, it's the end of Week 8 of the NALCS. I'm joined right now by Reapered following Cloud9's very, very confident win over Team Liquid. Of course, coverage presented by Omni/. Reapered, a lot of people, when you announced this last night, I went to the Reddit thread, and everybody goes, oh my God, why is he doing this? Why don't we just play with the roster that we've been winning? But you obviously it worked out, so maybe you can explain why you did this.
First one, so basically, you guys can see in the match. So we are keep trying to kill Roberta, right? So Blobber and Jensen, they are playing like the very aggressive jungle style, and right now, for now, Jensen giving him to support like as a champion wise, then so he can have some freedom. But opposite way, Gordon and Sven Gordon is asking a lot of resource himself for the lane kingdom. So which is like Poberta is like Tutter in the lane, and Xmithy he's pretty good jungler, but I do think they are really bot focused teams right now. So all right, let's kill mid over and over and over and again. I know if I open Kindred, you guys are gonna take it, and I know you guys are not gonna ban Lee at the first round. So yeah, we have a Tom and Ash, make sure bottom is safe. And we have a Lee, Syndra, Lane Kingdom. We're gonna keep killing you again, and it worked.
Were you worried at all? Because if it didn't work, people would say, what are they doing? Like, just play with the players that are winning. And it worked today, but maybe it wouldn't have worked. Were you worried at all about that?
Well, I mean, a bit for the players' mentality, not for me, because I do my job for not scaring anything of a fan's reaction. Because if I think it's high percentage stretch for the win, I do. Yeah, that's my job.
Well, and you got a lot of flack, shit from the community because you made the controversial roster change at the beginning of the split. Do you feel like now we're seeing the results of that change? Because it was like all these losses and people started right off Cloud9. Now I think you guys look really good. I'm talking to teams that say Cloud9 is maybe the best or one of the best in NALCS. So do you feel like the success you are having now is because of the losses and the struggle you went through in the beginning of the split?
Yeah, of course, because we have Blabber and Jazar for main roster right now, which is they was playing in the academy. So we are shaking it up. And then the original players, Sneaky and Jensen, asked me about, oh, what about playing with the Jazar? He's pretty good, like this kind of strength he have. And what about playing with the Blabber? He have this kind of strength, and probably you can see how feels go. Then I was shake it up and testing it out. It worked. Then like a lot of like haze or like shit on me because of the decision. It's understandable because I have all the informations, and the fans don't have any information. They can the judging on the based on result. So it's understandable and it's fair enough for each others. But yeah. So that's why I was tweeting out last night, because I don't care about get shit on, but I was feel like, oh, maybe in this season all the coaches are getting fired and like so many dramas in the NALCS right now. But I assumed because the coaches are not speaking up to why you decide this way, or why we have this problem, why we cannot fix our weaknesses yet, like something like that. So, which is fair, because if coaches are not speaking at all, then they will get shit on
Yeah.
from the people, and they will lose the respect, and they will get fired.
Yeah.
That's what I'm understanding right now. So I don't get fired,
Right.
obviously, because the staffs and players are supporting me. So
Yeah. But still good to have the communication with the audience so that they understand, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. One question I wanted to ask you about is Golden Glue, because for years we'd been hearing, oh, Golden Glue, Golden God, he's a scrim god, etc. We've seen him on stage a lot this split. Obviously, leading to some very successful games. What do you think about Golden Glue's progress right now?
it's been pretty good, and he's one of the most improved player in our roster, like 10-man roster with the Svenskeren.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are really stepping up, and they are really good position in the League of Legends right now. I mean, NALCS right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can, from today's success, we have another pretty good weapon on the playoffs or Worlds, because playoffs can have using 7 roster.
Yeah.
So whenever we are behind or we need to shake it up, we can have subbing in like 2 different players, and we can change our mood, or it's pretty good.
So yesterday I interviewed Prawley, another coach, and I said to him, I feel like right now, starting tomorrow, every coach in every region is going to have a really big challenge, which is making sure, this happens every 2 years around this time, that their roster doesn't fall apart because people play World of Warcraft. And so I'm curious, how are you, and I've heard a lot that Cloud9 really likes WoW. Certainly Meteos plays it a ton. Not on Cloud9 anymore, but former Cloud9 player.
I was playing with him yesterday.
You were playing with him yesterday? So how are you going to make sure that Cloud9 stays good despite Battle for Azeroth?
Oh, that's rough one. So we have a pretty good spot for fighting for Azeroth,
Yeah.
because our players keep leveling up on the WoW in the Azeroth,
Yeah.
and they are be ready for fight. But obviously, we have we have a limited internet time, obviously, everyone know, and also we have the solo queue numbers based on our Scream games.
Okay.
So there is like super little bit time for playing some other games.
Yeah.
So which is fair enough for everyone, because we need to prepare our playoffs and Worlds. And also, we need to prepare for Battle for Azeroth too.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Very good. Glad to hear that that's happening. I'm excited to see how Cloud9 fares. I think this is a struggle all the teams will face with. I know I've heard even like LPL teams have had issues with this in the past. People love to play World of Warcraft. Is there anything that you want to say to any of the Cloud9 fans, especially after such a crazy season for Cloud9?
Oh. Yeah, so thanks for keep looting us. Even we are start behind like super bottom. But yeah, we are come back.
Yeah.
And looks like we are strong as the team right now.
Very good. Thank you so much, Reapered, for the interview. Best of luck in Azeroth. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel.
It's nice seeing that OmniSlash is still written on this microphone, because it means that at least someone's giving Travis money to afford things like food, rent, mainly to keep him off of my couch and out of my life. So please continue to help support him in doing that. Like, subscribe, comment, do whatever it is that he needs you to do. Support him.